Okay, hi. Basically, what I'm gonna do is show all of the clips that I took, and I'm gonna voice over it and basically just say everything we did and the premise of Art History Week and all that fun stuff. So, what we spent the first day and the week before doing is just shit tons of research. We were not allowed to use the internet to do any of the research, so we had to find old ass books, and they had like nothing that we needed in them, so we just kind of threw together a couple of random guesses about our movements. But basically what happened was we were assigned random pairs, and we were also assigned random movements to work on, so 2 movements per pair. I was paired with my friend Sophie, thank God. Sophie, if you're watching this, I love you. I love you. And the 2 movements that we were given initially were Cubism and Distill. Neither of us wanted either of those, so we spent about half of the lesson we were supposed to be spending researching, just crashing out. But thank God we managed to compromise with a couple of other people. There was another pair in my class, Cece and I can't remember who was in your pair. Ashley? Yes. They had realism. They did not want realism. I want realism. So we gave them cubism for realism, but we were still stuck with Distill, which we really did not want. Also, everyone say hi to Caleb. He's not in my class, he just snuck in and started helping out randomly. But yeah, it was getting to the point that me and Sophie were genuinely like crashing the fuck out because we did not want Distill at all. And my teacher noticed this. Tamsin, I love you so much. She came over, kind of asked why we were, crashing out. So she decided to swap one of our themes. She swapped Distill for Fauvism. She didn't realize that there was another pair who was doing Fauvism. So now there's 2 Fauvisms, and we took it as like a competition to see who could make the best one.
It is day 2 of Art History Week. I think day 1 went pretty well. But yeah, day 2, I don't know what we're actually going to be doing today, but I have like no minutes until I need to leave. I need to be leaving right now, but I don't even have my shoes on, so I'm gonna go.
Okay, it is now day 2. Pretty much everyone has finished painting their boards. Me and Sophie did need to do a second layer for ours because it was chipping off like crazy, but we got it done. And then for the rest of the day, we spent all of our lessons making responses to the movements. We planned to do like 2 responses or samples for each of our pairs' movements, but I only did 1. Ooh, that's so cold. But this was like the progress for my sample. I low-key made it about my OC, just to motivate myself to do it. But I could not get this pose right for the life of me. The legs were either too short, too long, and then the second I got the legs right, the torso was too long. So I had to redo it like 3 times. I think I'm gonna use now as a chance to actually talk about what realism is as an art movement. A lot of people often misconstrue it as being just like, oh yeah, it's just realistic, that's what it says in the name. That's not just what it is. For a piece to be considered realism, it has to be about poor people or else it's not realism. That's the main thing. It's about poor people, and like the working class. And realism as an art movement was created in order to kind of go against society, because the art movement before that was dedicated to only painting like royalty and nobles and rich people, because art was considered a luxury and poor people couldn't afford it. So artists wanted to go against that standard and started painting poor people to show the reality, hence the name realism, of what was going on in the world. But getting back to what I'm actually doing in the video, if you actually watched the last couple of clips, I did a 360 of the room, just to show everyone's process. Everyone has started working on their actual board. I had not even started my title. I was behind immensely. So you want to know what I chose to do next? Paint a hyper-realistic skull in the corner. Yep, that's the smartest fucking idea I've ever had. What the fuck? Why did I do that? Okay, despite the insane time crunch that we had in order to do this, it was actually very fun. I enjoyed myself more than I thought I would. I was kind of dreading it. I'm pretty sure everyone in my class was dreading actually doing it, but I would do it again. I'm kind of missing working on like massive projects. Most of what we've been doing in college recently is just like small things like skill building and figuring out how to do stuff with different mediums. And that's like fine, that's fun and all, but it's so much work to constantly document and put in our sketchbook and write up about and then do artist research. I really like working on single, like, huge projects, especially group projects. I did not think that I would enjoy working in a big group. I'm not really the most social person in general. Up until this point, I hadn't really spoken to quite a lot of people in my class. Like, we were friends. I would consider us friends. But I had never actually, like, had thought out conversations with them. I think that's kind of crazy. But getting to do this project, it actually helped me kind of, like, get a grasp on what kind of people were in my class. And I'm a lot closer with, like, a good majority of them now. So I like that. I had a lot of fun. Going back to what I'm actually doing in the video, I finally started writing up what I was researching. All of the research was going towards the writing that we would put on our boards, basically just explaining like the history of the movements and the artists and just like stuff like that. However, I made a huge lapse in judgment and I thought that my writing was actually straighter and neater than it actually is. I wrote with no guidelines and it ended up being incredibly wonky, so I had to paint over it and do it again, which costed me an entire like 2 hours worth of time, which was not good. It wasn't great. It didn't feel the best to stand back and look at my writing and realize that I had to redo it. I didn't have to redo it, but it looks a lot better now that I have redone it. I'm pretty sure this is the last day now, day 5? Yes. So everything that I did today was just dedicated to finishing everything off and making it look neat and like it was finished. So I finished the skull and I started to finish all of the like frames, and you can see I'm very proud of my writing now that it's actually straight. But yeah, I started working on the final frame. I hand painted every fucking frame on there and it took hours off of my life that I could have been spending doing something better. But it looks cool. It looks neat because I did the masking tape thing. Yes. But oh, it's done now. Here's the finish. Cool little transition. I ran out of time. I did plan to do like another little painting thing in the bottom left, but I ran out of time, so I just did swirly and flowers and stuff, which I think looks pretty cool. But here's like a 360 of everyone's boards. We spent like a good hour arranging everything and making sure that it's all in time order. So for example, realism, it started in 1850 and lasted 100 years. So that was the first one. The Bauhaus one, that's Matilda's board. I fucking love that one. I love the font. Matilda, if you're watching this, you ate so hard. But yeah, with that, it is about done. I don't really know what I'm supposed to say at the end. Here's like a photo dump from the week. There's like a couple of pictures of my progress. You got the skull, and then that's me and twin, and then that's more of the board, and I tried to shave the side of my head, but it didn't work. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this week. I constantly get a lot of people asking, like, in my comments, on TikTok, like, if art school is worth it. Absolutely. Or like going to college to study art full time. Absolutely, do it. Even if you don't think you'll benefit from it, you absolutely will. It will help you learn like more social skills and more mediums and just like stuff like that. It's just the whole experience. I've been really enjoying myself so far. I haven't found it too hard. But yeah, this is the finished thing, the finished piece. Thank you so much for staying and watching if you watched the whole thing. I do have a new sketchbook right now. I've just started working on it. I need to do a tour of my last one. I'm gonna be honest, prepare yourself because it's kind of ass. It's not my proudest sketchbook. I'm not proud of it. But I do want to post it. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Eat, sleep, drink water, repeat. Sorry. But yeah, bye.